12:07, May the 18th, 2021. Declare the meeting of the Historic Preservation Board open. Citizens may speak on action items listed on the agenda. A request to speak card should be completed and returned to the city clerk or board secretary prior to the board reaching this section of the agenda. Citizen comments are limited to 3 minutes unless otherwise required by law. Comments related to public hearings, if any, will be heard when the specific hearing is called. All right. Very short agenda this week. Item A, receive a report, hold a discussion, and take action on a request to modify the facade at 430 West Woodard Street, case number 2021-032H. Mr. Medina. Your mic may not be on.
You're behind the glass.
Fanchon, you said that we don't have a backup for this one? You hear me? There you can. There we go. All right, that's better. Okay. Case number 2021-032H. Subject property is located at 430 West Woodard. This is the property here outlined in yellow on the corner of North Fannin Avenue and West Woodard Street. This view is looking south, so you have West Main running east to west and West Woodard running east to west. And here is the facade of the subject property. This is on looking from Fannin, so we are looking east. More commonly, this is Judy's Flower Shop. The applicant's requesting to remove the existing mansard roof, that brown tan color roof, and underneath it there's existing stucco. So the applicant would like to repair and kind of revitalize the existing stucco that might be damaged or just kind of deteriorated over time and replace this mansard roof with a proposed awning. So here's a drawing submitted by the applicant where we see the existing roof and the proposed awnings, a series of 3 awnings with their measurements listed here. And here's a drawing of the proposed awning with the exact dimensions, which do meet our City of Denison requirements for the Central Area Zoning District. The applicant is also proposing 2 alternative options to the changes made to the facade. One of the options is going to be using like a brick veneer, a gray brick veneer as trim, and there's a couple options that the applicant has in mind there. They're all generally either like a white or neutral tone color brick veneer, which we think are appropriate, and here's kind of what that would look like. The other option is going to be painting the trim and these segments within the facade, and the colors are also outlined in your packet. He's proposing to use the main facade color in either option as Lincoln white sash, and the trim proposed to be Lyndhurst Castle Sand if the board chooses to go with painting the trim as opposed to a brick veneer. Proposed trim is on your left, and the main facade color is on the right. In addition to those 2 options, the applicant is also requesting to replace the existing doors. So if we go back to and I'm sorry to jump around, if we go back to this view here, you can see that all of these doors are all different. They're not really uniform. So what the applicant's wanting to do is take out these existing doors that are in bad condition or older condition, a little deteriorated, particularly this white one here in the center, and replace them with with an aluminum, metal, and glass door. The metal would be bronze. It's something very similar we've seen elsewhere downtown. I'd also add this is a non-contributing building, so whenever we talk about significant changes to facades, such as the addition of possibly a brick veneer or painting, or more so the addition of awning and removal of a mansard roof, this isn't going to harm the district's historical integrity. The building will simply get a facelift, and I think it's our recommendation that we move forward with these changes. So I'm present for any questions you may have, and the applicant is also here to answer any questions in particular about this project. I will point out in our motions here, I did draw out two separate ones. One that motion to paint the building in this manner here on your screen with the Lyndhurst Castle sand as a trim, and the other one as that brick veneer or that brick trim.
Yes, I'm Justin Holder, representing the client, Above Grade Development. We'll be doing the contracting. We are leaning towards the brick. I think that will look really nice once we're done with it. Give it another texture on the facade. I proposed a couple of different ways that brick can be applied. One is they make some brick panels. And I didn't know how far to take it with you guys, but they also do a thin brick that's actually put on with mortar, and it's more like actual brick, so versus the panel. But I know that the owner, Miss Judy, my mom, she's really leaning towards the brick, and if we can get that approved, I think that's what we'll go with.
I like the look of the brick. I think it breaks up that long facade better. To me, it looks kind of more expensive than the
Right.
other alternative. I don't know if it is or not, but to me, it finishes a building that's pretty stark and linear with more defined up and
Right.
down.
And that mansard, it's kind of a false mansard anyway. It's not.
Exactly.
There's a parapet behind there, so we just want to clean that up and try to. It used to be a gas station, and we've just done a little along the way. We got the tanks removed a couple years ago, so just a little bit at a time. So.
Well, and you may not be a contributing building historically to downtown. You're certainly a contributing business, and you have been for a really long time.
So you're replacing all the doors, right?
Just the middle door, and then the one on the very end. The other are already the bronze aluminum with glass. So we just plan on matching the other doors.
I really appreciate what you're doing. The mansard roof that was put on there was kind of a popular thing back in, I guess, about the 60s.
Yeah.
Glad to see it go. And the improvements you're making will make the building look much more like a building it should be on this area in this historic district. Really appreciate that.
Given that, I move to approve facade changes at 430 West Woodard Street to include the removal of the mansard roof, installation of metal and glass doors, installation of proposed awning, and the installation of a gray brick panel or individual bricks as depicted.
Those in favor?
I, Anderson. Aye.
Opposed? There being none, the motion is carried. Thank you. And moving on. We have no minutes to approve at this point. So we're adjourned. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn unless.
Question, are we seeking another member or not?
Yes, sir, absolutely. We're trying to find a fifth board member, of course, but our applicant pool just has been zero, is my understanding. So I'll work with our city clerk to see if there's talk, if y'all have people that you know that would be interested in helping preserve our downtown and assisting here, we're open definitely to filling that position.
Because, like last week, or 2 weeks ago, that was scary when I had to recuse myself.
Yeah.
We got that additional person, then we don't have to.
Absolutely. We do have, I will say, it's not just this board. We have several boards and commissions that are just thin of people right now. So reach out to folks if you can and send them our way.
Bill, do you have anything to add before we
Just one update, it's a pretty big one on our end in the planning department. We did hire a new city planner that'll be joining us and assisting with the project management of historic preservation as well as regular zoning cases. Her name is Diane York. She's currently the utility customer services manager right over here. So she'll begin early in June. It will probably take a little bit of time for her to kind of get acclimated to everything, but we envision her assisting with the projects and presenting cases as well, just like I've been. So just kind of heads up there. Yeah, it'll be great to get some help. That's it.
You have less work?
No, that means we can take on more work.
Mr. Chair, I move that the